got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? Let me love you down, even if it takes all night. Let me love you down. 12 play. Yeah, I threw it to Mark Kelly. What's up, it's your man Rico. What's good, everybody? It's enjoying the weather. I think it's like in the 80s now, but we know in Dallas-Fort Worth it's going to be 110 for 60 days, beginning in 2 weeks. So it's going to, so might as well enjoy this 82 degrees with a breeze. And after then, it's going to be hot, which is fine. I'll just stay inside. So, but anyway, y'all, I came on today to let y'all know that I'm all over the place. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Y'all stay tuned for my Sunday night chat with Rico. I may do it Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday nights. I'm having stuff to say on Wednesday nights too. So I'll see. But anyway, y'all, this is June is Black Music Month. I'm not gonna make this video long. I just want to make an observation because I'm looking at social media and my hometown, among many others, you know, my hometown of all places, had what it appears to be a pretty large Gay Pride Month parade. A lot of people out there, a lot of black folks out there. Interesting. And the big old, the huge rainbow flags, and all the little bitty mini flags, gay flags all over the place. And I know the month of June is big enough for everybody, but we're not gonna. I hope y'all not gonna pretend, and I don't pretend when I see stuff that's staring me in the face. How it's like they're trying to erase everything that's black in America. You ever notice that? Replace it with other people. Because see, after a while, you know, they created this new group called AAPI, Asian American Pacific Islanders. Y'all notice that got created? Another group. You got LGBT, AAPI. And of course you got the Hispanics. You got all these different groups. And African Americans have been, or black people or African Americans have been switched to POC, people of color. Now we got all these in this country. And all these intelligent blacks graduating from college and medical school. And all this kind of foolishness is going on. I'm pretty much made this video to just have a conversation with black people, those who identify as black like I do. I'm not a person of color. I'm a black person. So all this trickery being used right in our face, and we're just falling for it. We need to become more involved in being black. A lot of stuff we took for granted, they're taking it and giving it, just passing it off to other people, other groups. Isn't it funny how other groups separate themselves by groups? And when black people try to do it, they say, we're all one people. We're all Americans. We're all one blood under Christ. But you hear what I just said, right? They created another group. AAPI, Asian American Pacific Islanders. People of color, POC. LGBTQP is in pedophile and pedosexuals. But black is being erased. And all of these things that's going on is right in our faces. See, I am not shocked at the behavior of everyone else who's jockeying for a position in the world, especially in America. Dr. Claude Anderson taught us what the definition of race is. A race is what it is. It is a group effort to acquire or procure resources, money, education, politics, land That's what race is. We're thinking it's somebody's attitude towards it. And we're just not doing it. Who's this? Hey, Mary Max. You know, we're not doing it. We're not even participating. We sit here and we pretty much giving away June. June is Black Music Month. And we don't have our posts up like we should, you know, celebrating black music. We don't have programs at our colleges and high schools and community colleges and high schools in our neighborhood. We don't have parades. We don't do festivals. We're not even participating in this country. We're still sitting around here waiting for somebody to throw us crumbs. How did we get like that? What happened? You know, what else? You see, Black Music Month is gone. It was not gone. It's still there. But as black people, those of us who are still interested in being black, we're going to have to come together and put our money together to celebrate ourselves like we should have been doing all the time. Hell, we see we done better when we were segregated, legally segregated. We sure pushed blackness then, didn't we? Cause this integration, multiculturalism shit, it ain't worked in our favor at all. You know, I think if we got focused and made it black, we could get some stuff done. I mean, we can really get a whole lot of things done. But we're not. We let these people call us people of color. Isn't that a bitch? So reparations is not for people of color. It's for black people. I mean, y'all go in these corporate jobs, these corporate educational system, and stop calling yourselves black, people of color. So I guess Black Music Month ain't mean shit if you call yourself a person of color. Stupid. There's something wrong with the American Negro. There's something seriously wrong with the American Negro. We're just giving shit away. We're giving away our music art forms. We're giving away arts. We're just giving away dances. We give away everything. We got 40 million blacks here. We should really be popping in this country. Despite, what we understand is systematic racism. We should still be popping. But we don't. We're just laying down. And then get upset when we realize that all of corporate America really funds everybody's effort, everybody's presence, everybody's whatever they have going on. They can always go to Google. They can go to any Fortune 500 company in this country and just get sponsorship. And so you see for June, you see more gay pride stuff everywhere than Black Music Month stuff. And even with that corporate sponsorship, it's enough of us to push our own group. But we won't do that. We still want somebody else to do stuff for us. It's insane. I just shake my head a lot. Again, I don't trip about what white people do. They're doing what they're supposed to do. AAIP, American Asian Pacific Islanders, LGBT, they're all doing what they're supposed to be doing as a group. That is looking out for their group. They don't be giving a shit about their people of color shit. Only stupid blacks do that. Dumb people. They get extremely angry at each other, but know how to show mercy and grace to other folks. Boy, I'll tell you that. But y'all gonna still debate that Willie Lynch letter is not a real letter? All you intelligent folks out there, that's not a real letter. They ain't even real. It is. Every goddamn paragraph in that thing is real. And those who like a copy of it, hey, you want a copy of mine? Cash at me, $RicotheOpinionist. Cash at me about $6. I will send you a copy of my full Willie Lynch letter. Because we gonna have to read to catch up. We've literally fallen off. We can't even hold our own special months. And I know corporate America is funding everybody else to get past. But hell, it's okay if people can be on the move. Well, how come we're not on the move? Like easy stuff that we could be doing. Do y'all remember historically we used to corner the market on building America? Houses, laying down the roads, the railroad tracks. We used to corner the market on that. Somehow we became people of color. But everybody else building a foundation here. We still going up on old stuff. When's the last time the black Americans have done something new, institution-wise? When's the last time we've done something new? When's the last college or university we built? When was the last industry we built that employed other blacks? That's the kind of shit I'll be concentrating on. I don't care how many white girls you have sex with. I don't care how many white men you have babies by. I don't give a damn about none of that. Because it's still, masses of black people were still at the top of all the negative polls. It doesn't make any sense. We just surround, let these people have us going against each other. And we just fell right into it. They give a group of black women a little money. You get this group of Negroes some rap contracts, NBA contracts. All of a sudden, y'all think y'all part of the mainstream. And as Dr. Claude Anderson continues to say, as he gets closer to 90 years old, with his book, Black Labor, White Wealth, and Powernomics, he talks about that. We still act as if we just get over here. We still don't behave as if we've been in this country 400 years. And look at the many, M-I-N-I, many strides that we made. We're supposed to be the envy of everybody, not the pity of everybody, or everyone comes over here as their own little group, manipulate and use and profit off us. And y'all see it all day long on social media. The Asian girls are telling you. The Asian women are on there telling y'all what happened. They purposely redlined Asians out of the white neighborhoods and gave them money to come and set up shop in the black neighborhoods, but y'all don't care. You got too many of you blacks. Why everything got to be about race? Because it is, dum-dum. Because you go to a majority white, you send your kids to a majority white school or white college or elementary school and all that, you think it's not about race anymore. Then you want to bring your ass home and talk about who called your daughter a nigger. Shut your dumb ass up. Or who stereotyped your son at the majority white high school. Shut your dumb ass up. It's stupid. You sound dumb. You got all these black, what parcels of land do we own? Well, my grandpa they own about 6 acres in Arkansas. Well, my grandparents own this amount of land in Mississippi. Well, how come you're out there utilizing, making it some kind of productive industrial piece of property for those of us to benefit off of? Why aren't we growing our own food? I'm telling y'all, it's just, we don't think none of it because Black Music Month is turning into Pride Month. Even though Black Music Month is still there, but that is what's celebrated. Hell, even us, we got Negroes celebrating Pride Month. You niggas are just dumb. Oh God, help me. Black Jesus, help me. Help us, Black Jesus. There's something wrong with these integrated Negroes. I'm sorry, people of color. It make no damn sense. I bet y'all like, God damn, Rico, you just, man, do you ever smile? Are you ever happy? Yeah. But the ultimate happiness is freedom and cooperation with your own group. I want to feel pride for my group in this country for black people, but we just do so many shameful things. And you know, you got motherfuckers that come over here jumping the fence. You got motherfuckers climbing a wall, sneaking in, and come over here and they got enough sense to come bring it together. Then about 5 to 10 years, all of a sudden they talking shit to you. They done got involved in the politics and got them Chamber of Commerce. And you been here, we been here all this time. They got all kinds of shit going on. Have their own little stuff. We don't even know how to have our own cultural stuff. And because we don't know what a culture is, we think everything is thug, nigga, and thought. You know, other groups have their little stuff. And what we do have, we don't respect it. We try to have little festivals. Don't respect it. Now, we done fucked around and made Juneteenth a federal holiday. That's in the month of June. But if y'all saw it on social media in South Carolina, they said, yeah, come to this Freedom Fest. Yeah, come to this Freedom Fest. And it had 2 white people on the damn flyer. Now it's become a commercial venture for groups that are not black. But see, we be doing stuff, we don't know what we're doing. I know that old lady, about 100 years old, named Opal Lee. She thought she did something brilliant by walking 10,000 miles from Fort Worth to to D.C. We need to make that a federal holiday. Why? We were doing just fine, Miss Opal. We were celebrating in our own neighborhood, and guess who didn't give a fuck about it? White folks, Asians, Hispanics, gays. Nobody cares to give a shit about Juneteenth because that was a black thing. But now you done made it a federal thing, and so people get off from work, and also they get to sell Negroes black products. We were doing Juneteenth just fine in our own neighborhoods. We didn't need permission. We didn't need validation from the federal government. That was stupid. Now look at it. The first year it had it, I was just dumbfounded. They had like 30 goddamn Juneteenth festivals across the city. And we had our own. We went to in Memphis in Douglas Park. And I think they might have had one in Whitehaven. And they brought all of us together. But now we're scattered out again. There go the integrationists. And that Opal Lee lady thinks she, and no disrespect to the old lady, but a lot of these old Negro slaves, they want to be next to Whitey so bad that they think, and they want to be looked at as like some kind of leader so bad that they'll sell out or unknowingly just ruin whatever blackness we had, thinking they're doing something great. And yeah, oh shit. So, but anyway, let me go across here. So they'll ruin what they think, or was for hours, but they will, and that's what she did. And she was still trolling around here, the darling of the white media. I'm sure she's a sweet old lady. She probably didn't know any better, but I guess she figured, let me try to do something worthwhile before I leave here. And so they call her the grandma of Juneteenth. And she don't even understand what she did. Because now it really doesn't have that much of a significance now, because that was hours. And that old lady went to the White House and made a speech saying Juneteenth is for the freedom, not just for black people, but for freedom of all people. Ain't that a bitch? That's why I said these old Negro slaves, you have to watch them. They don't know any better. Sometimes y'all need to keep y'all grandmas at home, y'all granddaddies at home. Take the microphone away from them. And she's old enough to even know that that's not true. But that lady said that, and I was done. I knew it was over then. Because all they need is one of us who they push up, out front and fund to be the person to give them a pass. Because Juneteenth is not the freedom for all groups. It was black people who had to be told that you're free now. They weren't even told. They found out later on, 2 years later. So we just let the whole month of June be pride, gay pride. And then it's funny when I see black gays think they got something to celebrate. Black gays are the most delusional group in America. Next to the Oreo blacks. They're the most delusional group. And I even got a video on my YouTube channel, one of my first YouTube channel. And it posed the question, do white gays respect and like black gays? And I adamantly said no. Because one thing about white gays, they still got white privilege. You black and you gay. And I hear Wanda Sykes always say some silly shit like, well, I'm a woman, I'm black and I'm gay. All those, and so you couldn't control being a woman. You couldn't control being black. But the gay thing is on you, Wanda. Not only that, Wanda got a white wife and they adopted white kids. Y'all don't think mental illness is real in this goddamn country? I mean, real mental illness. That kind of shit right there. She hates herself so much she wouldn't even get her a black gay lover. Then she got a white gay lover and made sure she had some adopted white kids. But then y'all want to talk about every time you see a black man with $1 million and marry a white woman, that's why all his money gonna go right back to the white community. This black lesbian woman giving all her millions to the white woman that she married. Robert Roberts, same way. I think everybody should be celebrated, but we need to all pump the brakes. We need to pump the brakes and do the shit right. Because every time something else new comes up, guess who get pushed to the back of the further back of the line? That is black people. And blacks are so attention starved. Want everybody to just love us. But hell, how about we start loving us first? I had a friend in Memphis over 20 years. Her name is Pearl Walker. She's running for City Council seat, District 3, out of Whitehaven. And we used to have these conversations all the time when she used to twist my hair up back in the day, maintain my locks, do the maintenance on my locks. And she said, you know, Rico, we're not careful. Now, this is like in 1998 we was having these conversations. Rico, if we're not careful, heterosexual people going to be the minority. She would always say that. And then we talk about how a lot of stuff that we're doing to each other and how a lot of stuff has been done to us as a group in this country. She just made this one statement that always rings true. She said, Rico, we don't love ourselves. You know, because people who love themselves protect themselves. And they work for themselves. They build for themselves. And she's right. I'll never forget her, that 20 years or something since she said that. Rico, we don't love ourselves. And that's a huge problem. We're so busy trying to show everybody else that we're not racist or we don't hate people. We ain't signed a law. We ain't passed an ordinance. We ain't redlined not one white, Hispanic, or gay district red line. We ain't stopped nobody from trying to vote. We ain't never told nobody, you can't sit here. We ain't never done none of that, but we're the ones who've been made to feel obligated to carry the flag of racial equality, racial harmony. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Then they empower these speakers and give them platforms and millions of dollars to mislead. Some of them you Negro preachers, most of them are your Democratic politicians. To give them, and then most of them are your black entertainers. The white system funds all of these people to mislead blacks, to keep us stunted, to keep us around here going by the hundreds to fucking gay pride parades, but forget that this is Black Music Month. And let me go ahead and answer whoever's asked this question. Why can't we do it all? That's my question too. Why can't we do it all? I'm telling you, it ain't nothing but integration all over again. When blacks decided they were happy that whites said, you can come live next to us in the lower market value houses. But we done moved out. You come move next to us. The ones who couldn't afford to move out. And we left all of our culture. We left all of our knowledge. We left all of our self-love at the door so we can walk in his door of integration. Come on, somebody. And that's what's going on. But Rico, how'd you get to all of this from seeing a video of a gay pride parade in Memphis, Tennessee? All of it ties in. Look at all them Negroes down there. But you can't get none of them to do anything, celebrate this. That's just us. We're always trying to look outside and feel good about what's outside of us. We're socially engineered and programmed to do that. And it's like it's so difficult for us to celebrate us. And by the way, to you integrationists, multiculturalists, you ones that got mixed kids and got a white wife or a white boyfriend or Asian, whatever. Black people loving black people does not mean that we hate and don't love anybody else. How come everybody else is able to do that, love themselves, and still throw Negroes some crumbs? I know, goddamn it, I'm not the smartest man in the room. Y'all gonna make me stop feeling this way too. I know I'm not the smartest man in the room. But look at us across the country. We don't have any industry. I mean, we always talking about the first black woman here, the first black man. Are we still doing the first black shit in these damn spaces? We don't need to be the first, no goddamn well. We have access to enough capital. We can have our own. Yeah, how about the first black owned toilet tissue factory? The first black medical facilities, black owned research, and employed other blacks. Yeah, how about we put our money together and make sure the HBCUs are run properly, and they're teaching black kids the real knowledge of self. Instead of we sitting around here mad at a Republican because they're taking away or they're banning books. Who gives a shit? It's not like they're reading them in. We get distracted by the wrong shit. They're banning books. A lot of white people mad because they're pushing CRT. Who gives a shit? Because see, when I see black people get upset about that kind of stuff, banning books in the public education and all of that. A lot of it is a bunch of LGBT shit they banning. Yeah, and also you talking about history. Well, they're banning books that teach black kids. Well, goddamn it, it's called a library. Y'all order every fucking thing else on Amazon. How come y'all can't order the books and teach your own damn kids? And in these black neighborhoods, they got libraries. They have libraries across the city. How come y'all send y'all kids? Point is, Negro Americans, how come you don't teach your own kids? Who gives a shit if they ban books? They don't know how to read no way. Y'all ain't seen the goddamn statistics. They're not reading on third grade level anyway. So I just shake my head at the shit we get distracted by. Who gives a shit about what DeSantis is doing in Florida? Because I've always said, racism, white supremacy is going to be what it is. It's our behavior. When we're not behaving appropriately. Dr. Claude Anderson has a book, has 2 videos out. It's called Inappropriate Behavior. And then there's another video he has called Exceptional People, where he talks about the true history, the history of what's going on. That's an inappropriate behavior and how to behave appropriately under racism and white supremacy. We don't behave appropriately under white racism. We don't. We think crying and protesting about shit instead of putting our heads in the books and becoming these scientists and researchers and doctors and therapists and economists and real estate folks like we were before this integration shit popped off. Everything we had, we got it ourselves, we made it by hand, or we invented it. What happened? Behaving inappropriately. How did this happen? So when I hear them bitching and whining about, they're banning books in Florida. They're banning books in public education school boards across the country. Who gives a shit? When I pay attention to our behavior. So what if they ban books? Go to Amazon and buy you one, man. Give it to your kid. I just don't understand it. So it's just we doing everything. We get distracted by everything instead of doing the work we're supposed to be doing as a race. I know a lot of y'all hate when I say that. R-A-C-E. R-A-C-E. I'm saying it. Race. Because some of you trying to bury your hand in the sand. Trying to bury your hand in the sand like this is not going on. But it is a real thing. And so, we're going to have to do better. You know. And black men, come on, y'all. Y'all know the only way this thing gonna change if we become activated. Yeah, black men have to be reawakened. We're trying in some pockets, but we have to come together by the millions. You know, we had 1.5 at the Million Man March, but we need to come together by the millions because we're the only ones it looks like we're gonna have to make this happen. Got all them little symbolic gestures of what black person graduated from Harvard? The first black woman, the first black male to graduate from Harvard. Yeah, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? We're supposed to have our own Harvard by now. We're not suing like we're supposed to. All that Harvard and Yale became Harvard and Yale off of slave money. Why aren't we suing these people? We should, all these black attorneys that's coming out of these black law schools and white law schools every year. We ain't even got no lawsuits in to get this money back and create our own damn Yale, our own damn Stanford, our own damn Harvard. Why does ownership offend so many blacks? Rico, how did it come from that talk, from Pride Month, you know, the Juneteenth? Yeah, we just throwing shit away. It's like, it's the most amazing thing. And what we throw away, other people take it and just make it new, and then we want it back. There's something wrong with the American Negro. I keep telling y'all, there's something wrong with the American Negro. It's like we get dumber by the summer, and we get lazier and lazier, while other groups are always tightening the reins, building a fence around their group. I'll say it again. They've created other groups to supplant or move past black folks. AAPI, what's that? Asian American Pacific Islanders. The Democrats created them. That's a new voting bloc. Then you got POC, people of color. Then you got LGBTQP, P is in pedosexual pedophiles. They gonna come up with something else too. Oh yeah, this new group called migrants. No, damn well these people over here illegally. So they just switch words around. We just go with it. We knew there was a problem when they stopped calling lesbian women bulldaggers like they used to, or studs. When they started changing names, stop calling gay dudes what they would call sissies and punks. When they changed it to same gender loving, fuck all that, sissies, punks, and fags. Keep shit what it is. And that's how you stay focused. You start mixing up words, same gender loving. Bullshit. And now they didn't call black people people of color. Isn't that something? And we fell for it. We're going with it. Every time I hear a Negro that's supposed to have a college education, people of color. Ain't no people of color. Ain't no minority disenfranchised. People of color. Stupid, 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 stupid blacks. Bothersome. But anyway, I digress. I'm not going to hold y'all too long on that. I'm going to end it right here. Y'all check out, y'all share, what y'all know my spiel. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm on YouTube, Facebook group, Rico the Opinionist, Twitter, Instagram, Sunday nights chat with Rico, but I think I'm gonna do some Wednesday nights too, maybe some Monday nights. Yeah, because Instagram about to be my second home, and TikTok, I'm on my way. But I'm on there. I have a few things on TikTok, Rico the Opinionist, but I'm saying being on there live and we can be interactive. So, but anyway, y'all be cool. Check out my description box. It has my PDF formatted short story in there, only 50 pages. It's only $10. It's called The Greatest Pain Ever Felt, Conversation with Absent Biological Father Who Dared to Be Found. I will talk to y'all in the future. Y'all be cool. Peace.